Hey everybody. See if people don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm waiting on somebody to go do something. But as you can see, I'm able to wear my denture and it's not falling. I went to my dentist appointment on Thursday. Yesterday. And I thought I had like a bone spur or something that was coming through the gums, but it wasn't. They took the stitches out, and I asked the doctor or the dentist about that. So he looked at it and he thought it was a bone spur to start with. He's like, "Oh, we can fix that right now." I'm like, "Okay." So he got to trying to mess with it, and we figured out that it wasn't a bone spur. It was actually that edge, the bone that holds the tooth in, was sticking out of my gums. She said that, and I knew that it can heal over that way. It just takes longer because it was jagged and it was sharp and all that kind of stuff. And so he says, "Well, I can shave that down and smooth it out and be ready to go, and it'll heal up quicker." So, pulled out in front of somebody. So I was like, "Okay, you can do that." So they just rubbed that numbing stuff on my gums, that like cream or gel or whatever it is, and he started shaving it off, and I never felt any pain or anything. It didn't hurt at all. And then he had cut around it a little bit because of the gum already starting to heal, and I have less pain now than I did yesterday morning whenever I got there. But I went and did some stuff that I had to do and all that kind of stuff. And when I got home, I did the reline, and my first attempt did not work. I let it dry too long, I guess. So I had to redo it, which was easy to take out. I had no problems taking it out. So I made it, I waited less time and stuff to do it the second time. And turned out pretty good. It was like really liquidy whenever I put it in there. And so it kind of dripped a little bit. Hang on. But, so I kind of dripped a little bit and made a mess in my mouth. But it wasn't too bad. And then after I finished doing all the process that you have to do with it, I put, because yesterday I went to the Dollar Tree and got some, the cream adhesive shit, that, pink stuff, and the Dollar Tree brand. And, so I didn't want to spend too much money on it if it wasn't going to work, so I just went and spent $1. And then when I got home, I said I did the reline kit and everything, got it situated where I wanted it and everything. And then I remembered seeing a video of some people who do their adhesive in a certain way and it works for them. So I said, well, let me try it that way. So I put a line of the pink adhesive, and I smeared it out, covered the whole inside of the part that touches your gums with a thin layer, and then I added the powder adhesive on top of it. And yesterday I did that, and I was able to wear my denture for like 4 hours. and it didn't have no problem. I just took it out after that because I was fixing to go to bed. And I've had them in now for let's see, hour and a half, and they're not falling or anything. I'm drinking a coffee with them and everything. I even ate with them yesterday. I had a ramen noodle cup thing, and sorry, there's a lot of traffic going by. I had a ramen noodle cup thing, and I just kind of like cut the noodles off with my front of my teeth. I didn't chew it because I don't have any back teeth on the bottom, but they do kind of take up a lot of space in my mouth. I was actually surprised that I could talk so well with them, even though I had a veneer before, and so I was used to having something like that in my mouth every day. But being that this is a little different because it has that part that goes back towards the roof of your mouth, which mine doesn't cover the palate. It just because it's a U-shaped denture. But I'd rather have it that way. I could still taste my food, even though I had that taste of that denture pink stuff in there. I had a little bit of trouble getting that out off of my gums when I took them out yesterday. But because my gums are still healing, and they just took denture or the stitches out yesterday, and then he shaved that bone down in the back on that one side, and it was still fresh thing. So that's still bothering me a little bit. Not real bad though. I actually feel more comfortable with the denture in than I do with it out. I don't know why that is. But I've been meaning to get on here and do another video. Just, my aunt figured out how to use WhatsApp, so I'm having to deal with her on that. But I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I had my first what I call denture sneeze yesterday, and I was like, oh god, and it was a big one. But I held my teeth in with my hand so they wouldn't come down, so I didn't have to worry about them flying out of my face. But that was interesting. And see how long it's gonna take these people to get here. But I can open my mouth, I can talk, I can do a lot of stuff with them, and they do kind of feel like they come down a little bit, but they really don't. Yeah, I didn't have no problems with them yesterday for the 4 hours that I had them in. I figured I'd have, like I said, a little bit more trouble speaking with them in because of that spot that goes behind the gums, and the fact that I have my tongue pierced. But really I don't. Tongue ring doesn't even hit the edge of the denture or anything. But I think a lot of it has to do with the way I've always talked. Um, so I still talk in the same way I always have. That hasn't changed. It probably never will. I can laugh real big like I normally do. And they don't come loose. They don't, drop or anything at all. But all I had to do was do that reline kit and make more, because my gums are still swollen, they don't go into the denture all the way. So that's one of the troubles I was having with it. So all I needed was to have that extra area for my gums to hold on to and grab the adhesive and hold. That's the only reason why the adhesive wasn't holding correctly before. So at least I got that figured out. I'm able to wear my denture. It does look a little crooked to me, like one side is lower than the other. But that's the way my real teeth were too. So so I'm not too worried about that. Also, when I get my partial, it'll probably be a little bit different because that way I can actually adjust the reliner and the adhesive properly. And people love to play their music loud around here. They got their windows up and everything, so. But yeah, I figured I'd get on here for a minute and let y'all know what's going on. But yeah, I did make my gums bleed last night trying to take that adhesive off of it because I was trying to get it out of the sockets. And I was using a baby toothbrush, and because they're softer, and that's what I used to try to get the adhesive off of my gums and everything. So I probably would have done a lot more damage if I'd have used a regular toothbrush or something, because I've only had my teeth out for a week, so. But I do have to go back next Thursday for another so-called post-op checkup, since he shaved the bone down and stuff yesterday. But I do kind of feel like a little air gets trapped in there whenever I say certain words. But it might just be my imagination. I don't know. Or like saliva getting stuck up in that area, making it feel that way. But I also heard like a lot of people say they swallow a lot because they have a lot of saliva in their mouth once they start using the denture. I've always had a lot of saliva, and I have a very acidic saliva. My sweat is also very acidic too. So my dad is the same way. My dad is the same way, and we've never been able to wear a watch because of that, because the acid in our sweat and stuff messes up batteries or something. I don't know. But plus I drink a lot of coffee and a lot of soda and stuff like that, so I know I have a lot of acid in my body because coffee is acidic and so is soda. But yeah. Excuse me. Everybody honking at everybody. Sorry if I'm whipping the camera around a lot. I'm trying to do this on my phone in the car and smoke a cigarette and all that kind of stuff. But I do feel better now that I have my teeth in. You know, like I said, it's more comfortable for some reason. And I know when I don't have them in, my gums feel irritated. Or tender, or whatever you want to say. But with these in, I don't feel that. And I don't know if it's because of the adhesive or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like they actually kind of match my bottom teeth in color. But and I still have that one tooth right there in the middle. Right there. It's off center. But that's where my teeth were beforehand too, so the first dentist I went to see, she's like, I don't like that. Have your teeth always been that way? I'm like, yeah. They're set funny. I guess because the way my mouth is shaped or whatever. I always had trouble speaking. Excuse me. Speaking whenever I was little. I had to go to a speech therapy class when I was like 6 because of the way my mouth is shaped in comparison to my tongue. So I had to learn how to hold my tongue or to be able to pronounce words correctly, and I still do the same thing even though I don't have any teeth in the back. The tongue ring helps a lot too. And now I guess with the denture it's going to be a little easier too because I won't feel like my tongue is sticking to the roof of my mouth whenever I try to pronounce words. I have an easier time speaking in Spanish than I do in English anyway, most of the time. I mispronounce words sometimes that I've always pronounced correctly. Even in Spanish or English, it doesn't matter. But I do feel like my denture is a little big. The teeth, they look a little big to me, but I think that's a lot has to do with having my teeth, but okay. See, I'm trying to mix languages again. Broken, like they were for so long. But also at the same time, the denture itself is a little big. It hangs further off of my gum on this side than it's supposed to. I'll show you that later whenever I get home and I go to take my denture. I'll make another video. But my hand's shaking again. But other than that, they're comfortable. I got a medium size denture. Like I said, it's a pre-made denture. It's not specifically fitted for my mouth. It's what they call a display denture. So it's like mass made, all in the same size and shape. They have 2 sizes, large and small. So I guess I probably got a large. I don't remember them saying anything about a medium, but that's what I asked for, was a medium. So I guess I got a large or whatever, and should have got a small. I'm going to order a small for my partial, see if that works for me any better, and I'm going to reorder the top denture also. Because I am comfortable with this denture. At first, when I first started trying to wear it, you know, and I first actually got the teeth pulled out and I was looking at it, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work. But I don't have an issue with it. I mean, as long as I have the reliner in there and adhesive, I'm good, you know. And when I put that powder adhesive over the top of the pink stuff, I really don't taste the pink. I don't have any residue from it coming out or anything like that. So I guess that powder adhesive helps. Somebody walk by me. Try to be quiet. Okay. But anyway, I'm sitting in a parking lot up by these people's house, waiting for them. So I don't want to go sit at their house to wait for them. I feel weird doing that. But yeah, speaking with it, I really don't have that much issue. I do have the small lisp, but I have that anyway. I always have, really. So it's really nothing different for me now. I'm used to it. So you can hear that. That's what I was worried about, people hearing all the time every time I try to move my tongue or something with the denture, but it really doesn't hit. I really don't have any issue with it. So, but I'll go ahead and get off here, and well, catch you up later. Whenever I go to take the denture out, I'll make another video, and about to put another one up in Spanish. So, like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.